Well, good morning, all. It is another fantastic Monday morning, a chilly one here in Central Florida, 61 degrees, sunny, and we've got a lot to do this week, a lot to talk about. So thank you guys for making time this morning and being on the call. As you know, we are here to serve our community with affordable healthcare. So thank you very much for being part of that mission. It is 9:02 a.m. Thank you for being on the call. And just as a reminder, we're doing our best to load these up on YouTube. I do appreciate everyone's patience. It's been kind of a crazy month here, just wrapping up OEP. And we're going to talk about how we're going to close this out today and what the future holds moving into April, because we got a lot going on in April. So so if you're not hooked up on our YouTube channel, make sure you go out there and find our YouTube channel so that way we can share the good news with you, just in case you have an appointment on a Monday morning. Obviously, clients come first. So with that, let's jump into the classroom, because we always have to have one foot in the classroom and the other one in the field at all times. And here is our training calendar. So we got a little bit going on this week, not a lot, but I will tell you that we're gearing up for training season, which is over the summertime. All the new 2023 benefits and training sessions are going to be rolling out here. If you're new to the Medicare space, I just want to make a quick note that this time of year is really strange if you don't already have your AHIP done for 2022. Going into April, in June is when they release the 2023 AHIP. So unless you really have a lot of business to write, I would probably talk to somebody about holding off on doing your AHIP until the 2023 rolls around. And here's why. The AHIP is typically about $175. However, there's always a $50 discount. If you use one of the carriers, we're actually looking into possibly becoming a sponsor for AHIP as well with a HPM discount. So we'll keep you in the loop on that one. However, if you don't have your AHIP right now, you might want to wait until June until the new one rolls out. Unless you've got a lot of business to write, it doesn't make sense to pay for both. So at minimum, you'll pay about $250 for both tests, because it's $125. But if you already have your AHIP for 2022, obviously that's going to write out. That's good all the way until November 30. However, in order to write business for 2023, you're going to have your AHIP done. And that is expected to roll out at mid to late June, as it normally does. But again, if you don't have your AHIP, you might want to consider just holding off on that. And I know a lot of you have agents that are thinking about coming into the business, or maybe in different lines of business. Just let them know that, unless they've got a really big Medicare opportunity, they might want to wait until their 2023 AHIP rolls out, because then they don't have to pay twice. And they'll be able to write for both 22 and 23 for most carriers. Most carriers, not all carriers, but most carriers will accept the 23 AHIP in place of the 22 as well. So you'll be able to write both. So we'll keep you posted on that as we move forward. However, we do have trainings this week. The first one this morning at 10 o'clock, we're talking about our Medicare, our marketing match program. And this is our co-op in order to help you invest in your marketing. We talked big about that at the Gala last week, handed out some really big checks to some great people that have decided to invest in their marketing. And obviously they're on track to grow their business. So I'll learn more about that this morning at 10. We have sessions across the week for that marketing match program. We have one on Tuesday at 9, Wednesday at 11, Thursday, and then Friday morning at 9:30. We also have Saturday sessions at 11. So jump on that if you're interested. Also today, we've got marketing support meeting with Sergio, Victor, and Nick. They're available at noon. The link is in the calendar, guys. So if you need help with marketing, we're going to talk a little bit about some marketing ideas today. But if you're thinking about how do I get my marketing jump started and you don't know where to start, these guys are at your fingertips. So today at noon, you can learn more about that. Also today, 1 o'clock, ACA training 2022. Yes, there's still opportunity to write ACA. yes, if you're not writing APA, then you may be missing the boat. So please make sure that you jump on a session. This week, we've got one today at 1 o'clock. We've got one on Tuesday, tomorrow at 7 p.m. And then jumping over to Thursday at 9, Friday at 4:30, Saturday at 2. Okay, so you can find these webinars. We're going to talk about where you can find all these webinars also. But that's all happening today as well. At 3 o'clock, we've got two different trainings. The first one is devoted. They're going to go through the special election periods. Now, if you take anything from this call, it's this, guys. We are about to go into SEP, lock-in, rest of year, whatever you want to call it. Starting Friday, OEP is over for Medicare. ACA has been over, so you really need to know your special election periods, okay? Now, over the summertime, I probably get about 100 text messages and 100 phone calls about, hey, I have this client and what should I do? And all of this can be found in your special election period trainings, okay? They're gonna be happening across the board. I really, really hope that you guys take the time, spend an hour here and there, and learn and master special election periods. Because as we're moving into lock-in, the name of the game is find that SEP. That's it. Find that SEP and you've got yourself an enrollment. You've got yourself a client. You've got yourself commission. And you've got yourself some income, okay? So learn, find the SEP. That's the name of the game, find that SEP. So there's a find that SEP game today at 3 o'clock. Join that. That's hosted by Devoted. Also at 3 o'clock, the CleverRx is still happening. We're going to talk about that and the lead gen opportunities that you have with CleverRx. So that's today at 3. Another session Wednesday at 7, Thursday at noon, Friday at 9, Saturday at 1 p.m. Also available. Last training for today at 7 o'clock, HPM Shop Live is still happening. So we're hosting those sessions on how to use a master HPM Shop, which is our quote and enroll tool for Medicare Advantage. We have all or most of the Medicare Advantage plans available for quoting and enrolling your clients remotely. Okay, so you don't even have to drive and spend, $10 a gallon driving around right now. You've got to master this software because big things are happening. And unless you're doing it, it's going to make it a lot harder for you in the future to adapt to this. So 7 o'clock tonight, HPM Shop Live. We have another session Wednesday at 9, Thursday at 1, Saturday at 10:30. Okay. We also have deep dive sessions. That's Tuesday at 10, Thursday at 7, Friday at 1, Saturday at 11:30. Okay, so we set up some Saturday sessions for you as well. A couple other trainings I want to point out on Thursday, Devoted doing their coffee and chat sessions. This one's geared for the Jacksonville market at 11:30 on Thursday. All are welcome to attend, especially if you're writing Devoted. They have some incredible plans, including a low-income subsidy product, LIS, which means that if your member has special help for prescription drug coverage or qualifies for prescription drug coverage help, and you help them get it, you have an SEP. So talk to your Devoted reps about their product there. And then Friday, last training for the week. Friday is the 1st of April, April Fools. We've got WellCare new agent training happening at noon. If you're new to WellCare, jump on that session, please. Lots to learn about WellCare. They are a hot product here across the nation and continue to grow. That's Friday at noon. However, if you can't make that, please make sure that you connect with a WellCare manager so you can get up and running. All are welcome to attend, but it is geared for new agents as well. So that's the training for the week. One last thing I want to share with you is on our website, joinhpm.com, we have a special section for all of our webinars that we're hosting. So you type in joinhpm.com/webinar, pretty easy, right? Go to that page and there's that ACA training, there's that co-op marketing match program, there's the HPM shop trainings, and there's the CleverRx training. Okay, so that's there for you. Remember guys, 1 foot in the classroom, the other one in the field at all times. This is how we become experts at our craft. So appreciate your time and attention on that. Okay, last Wednesday we had our gala. I want to personally thank everyone that made it out. I know many of you came from very far away. I appreciate your travel. I hope you had a fantastic time. I know I did. I can tell you that my staff did an incredible job. Special thank you to Cindy for putting the event together with all the details and all your hard work. We really, really appreciate what you've done for that event. Although it goes by very quickly in just a couple of hours, we've spent months and months working on this event. So really appreciate my entire staff, everybody for pitching in. And a special thanks to a couple of agents that showed up early and put in some elbow grease to help us out. Angela Caros, thank you very much. Mike Daniels, thank you very much. And Liz Courtney, thank you very much for your help on your volunteering and coming in early to help it out, help out our crew. And I don't think we would have got it done without you guys. So we really appreciate everything that you did for the event. Now I know we were experimenting with some QR codes with the event. So some of you didn't get the QR code or couldn't find it in your email, or it got lost, or the text message didn't go through. There was a lot of tech issues. Obviously that happens when we're experimenting with this kind of stuff. So if you did receive an email saying that you did not attend the event, please don't be frightened. It's just because the QR code didn't pick up that you attended. But we do still ask that you participate in the survey. So I'll be launching that later today to our attendees, because we do want to improve the gala for next year. And your feedback is really, really important at these type of events. In fact, I'm going to be meeting with Cindy today and talking about the 23 gala and how we kind of get prepped and learning our lessons and mistakes and what did go well and what didn't go well, and so we can improve on that. And so next year we have an even better event. So that's what it's all about, just improving year over year. Okay. So I do appreciate it if you take a few minutes, if you did attend the event and you did get that survey, if you could please take that survey. That's only going to help us improve the event for next year, so you have a better experience. So thank you for that. Okay, AEP has been closed. We did our trip. We have made an announcement to those folks that were that have won the contest and have been invited to attend our trip to Cancun, Mexico. However, I just want to remind everyone, all are welcome. And let me repeat that, all are welcome. You are all welcome to attend this event. We have a couple of folks that didn't quite make the contest that are going to be joining us on the trip to Mexico. We are leaving May 5th and we'll be back on May 10th. We have an all-inclusive resort in Riviera, Cancun. And Miss Cindy has the details on that. It is at the Dreams Jade Resort. It is a beautiful all-inclusive. I think they have like 10 restaurants there. It's right on the beach. It's just gorgeous. So we want to invite everyone. So if you did not quite make the contest for the AEP trip, don't worry. Just let us know if you're interested in going. We do have an incredible group discount that you can take advantage of. So if you're tired of being cooped up in the house, we understand. You are all welcome to join us in Mexico. However, if you are serious about this trip, we need to hear from you today. Today is the last day. Cindy is wrapping up the RSVPs and we have to put our discount or our deposit down for us to receive that discount to go to Mexico on May 5th. So yes, it is Cinco de Mayo. We did not plan that on purpose, but it's going to work out great. So if you are interested in going, today is the deadline. So please, please, please reach out to Cindy if you are interested. If you're not interested, that's fine. Ignore this message. But we would love to see you guys out there. We only do this trip once a year. Obviously, with COVID, it's made it very difficult to do these types of trips. And we're going to be, really, it's just about relaxing. We're going to do a quick meeting just to get some survey ideas and where we should be going with the company. We have to do that for tax purposes, obviously. But other than that, it's all you can eat, all you can drink, all you can sleep, all you can beach, whatever you want. it's there for you for almost a week. So hope you're able to join us. All right, it is March 28th, and we're closing in at the end of the month. I'm going to tell you that typically what we're seeing now, thanks to HPM Shop, is we're able to kind of see trends to help you guys what's happening out there. And what we normally see is when we pull up the report for sales, we normally see a spike in sales on Mondays, we see a spike in sales on Fridays, and then we see a spike in sales on the last day of the month, okay? And this is really interesting. I wanted to share with you because, you know, it is the last week of OEP. This is the perfect time. You've got 4 days to reach back out to all of your leads, all of your clients, anyone else that was like, yeah, I'm thinking about it. This is your time to really go out there, pick up all your consented contacts, all your scope of appointments, and you should have them all in HPM Shop. So it shouldn't be like you're, you know, digging through filing cabinets, I hope, or digging through the back of your car, I hope. And you've got them all organized, right? So go in there, the HPM Shop this week, and start calling those leads that didn't quite pull the trigger in AEP, or they didn't pull the trigger on OEP, and this is the last chance romance, right? So you guys have this week, you have today, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday to get these people enrolled in a plan, whether they have to change their plan or whatever the case might be. OEP is ending on Thursday night, okay? Friday is lock-in. And so we want to ensure that you guys get your applications done. So we expect a spike here, obviously. And again, you know, HPM Shop, this is what's so beautiful about it is, you know, if somebody calls you on Thursday at 6 o'clock and you're out at dinner with your significant other and they're like, hey, Justin, you know, I told you I wasn't going to change, but I changed my mind and I want to join that Humana plan. I want to join that United Healthcare plan. Well, you're out at dinner. What are you going to do, right? Well, you can send them the link and they can self-enroll and they get enrolled and you get credit and you're at dinner, okay? So using HPM Shop, it takes just a few moments to really get all that set up and ready to go. So if you don't know how to access it and you don't know how to use this incredible software, please join us at one of the sessions I mentioned earlier. This really is going to help you close out and have a fantastically strong month. It's all about lead generation at this point, but we're going to talk more about, you know, some lead generation ideas that I think are really going to help you today moving into lock-in, okay? But it's important that you guys are geared and closing out the month. Some of you have had a fantastic OEP, and congratulations to you. Continue that hard work, and you'll be surprised. All you got to do is keep the train moving, okay? All right, couple other announcements here. We do have a temporary office. Our new temporary office is now open in Maitland. We will send out an email. My goal this week, I'm hopeful, my goal this week is to host a little pizza party and kit collection day where you guys can come in and pick up kits and get marketing supplies, giveaways, whatever it is that you need for your marketing. It's my goal to get that set up and launched for this week. And so just be on the lookout for your email and text message from me, inviting you over to the office. It is in a secure building, so we will not have 24-hour access, and we will not be able to go in and out willy-nilly, really. But you know, as long as you're coming in between the hours, I believe, of 9 and 6, you should be good to go. The doors lock at 6. You know, if you need after-hour support, you guys know how to reach us. It's the same number as normal. But we will have most everything that you need in Maitland, okay? Now, those of you that are familiar with the Central Florida area, we're in the old WellCare office on the 4th floor in the Maitland building that we'll be sending out to you. Ironic, I know. But we're just temporarily there until we get our office renovated at West Colonial, and then we'll be moving back into place. So until then, please reach out to us. You are more than welcome to swing by, pick up kits, pick up marketing supplies, whatever it is that you need, and we'll get it to you. You know, if you're out of the area, don't panic. Just let us know what you need, and we'll work our best in figuring out how we can get that stuff to you. Okay. So again, we'll launch that, and hopefully we'll get you guys into the office this week as well. Okay, this morning I was informed that Connecture HPM shop is going to be going into fixing the WellCare writing numbers in the system. And so what we're going to be doing is updating on the back end. This shouldn't affect anything that you're doing with WellCare. We're going to be updating your WellCare information on the back side of HPM shop. So just be cautious tomorrow. Just go in there, make sure that your WellCare is working okay. If you have any issues with it, just let us know. It shouldn't affect anything that's happening today. But we are doing some updates on the WellCare side this evening, and it should be live tomorrow morning. But I just wanted to make sure that everyone keeps an eye on there specifically for WellCare. But again, if you have any issues, any concerns, just reach out to us. John is manning the HPM shop permissions for WellCare. So we're just updating some stuff on the back end. Again, it shouldn't affect anything that you're doing there, but just keep an eye on that if you have a client that's interested in WellCare and you're using HPM shop to do the quote and enroll with WellCare. We just want to make sure everything's working great. So again, we're here to help. Any issues that you might have, please let us know. Okay, those are the updates. Wow, that went quick. In the last 7 minutes of the call here, I want to talk about the CleverRx prescription discount card. Now, many of you have signed up, but many of you haven't done anything with it. Or if you haven't signed up, please visit one of our webinars that we talked about with CleverRx. And in the webinar, just as a reminder, CleverRx is a prescription drug discount card, and it doesn't pay a bunch of money to you, but that's not really the idea. The idea behind this is it's a lead generation discount card, okay? And I'm going to share with you the screen, my screen with the landing page that we created for this particular webinar. And in the webinar, you know, it's going to talk about, yes, it does pay you for every prescription that your member fills every time in perpetuity. Okay, so this is residual income. So if your member fills, you know, 5 prescriptions every month, that's $5 a month times 12. That's $60 a year. Hey, that's a cell phone bill, right? For 1 month. I don't know. I just think of little things like that. But you know, this is creating your income. But really, it's about using these discount cards as lead generation opportunities. And so I'm going to share with you one of the things that I'm going to do to help, you know, folks in our community. Now, we have, what you're going to have to do is order your discount cards. So you'll get those discount cards in the mail, and you'll have a box of how many you ordered. You know, anywhere from 250 to 1,000. And you take those discount cards, and when you go into your portal, once you learn about, you know, CleverRx, you're going to go into the portal, and it has a letter. And what you can do, this is what I'm doing. What you're going to do is you're going to download that letter, and you're going to include a discount card inside of it, and it explains the CleverRx program. And you can put 1 or 2 discount cards in there. And what this is going to do is it's obviously going to help your clients, you know, save money on their prescriptions. And I've heard some great stories so far. I think, you know, just last week we had a client that saved $75 on their medications every time they go to the pharmacy. So it actually worked out better to use the discount card versus the Medicare plan. So that was kind of interesting. So we're starting to hear stories like that. And then because of that, you're going to start getting referrals. Okay. So this is a lead generation opportunity. Now, if you don't have the funds to invest in a mailer program, and by the way, if you need somebody to help you mail these things out, just let us know. We've got vendors that you can send your cards to and your letters to. And remember, we'll pay 50%. We've got our marketing match program, so we're here to help you with that. So if you don't have the funds to do that, the other idea is, you know, number one, this is what I would do. If you do anything at all, if you have a relationship with a provider, if you have a relationship with a doctor or a doctor's office, the best strategy, and this is what Rick talks about in the webinar, is to go into those doctor's offices and say, hey, doc, I wanted to share this information with you about the discount drug program that I've got. And when you pass these out to your members, they're going to save their medications. They're going to save on their medications. And here's Here's why it's good for you to pass out these cards, okay? Number one, medication compliance and adherence. What that means is there are clients that are patients that doctors have that don't take their medications because of socioeconomic issues, meaning that they just don't have the money to pay for their medicines. They're choosing groceries over prescriptions. So this is a way for you to help those members get their medications and adhere and be compliant with their medications, which increase the doctor's star ratings. And if we increase the doctor star ratings, what happens? Bonuses, and the doctor gets bonuses, right? So you have to start talking their language, okay? This is a really big piece of that puzzle. So what I would do is talk to your doctors and say, hey doc, I would highly recommend that with every script, you hand out one of these discount cards, just in case the member has an issue at the pharmacy. They can use this discount card. It does not affect anything that you do. If they have a plan and the plan beats the discount card, no harm, no foul, they'll just use their plan. But if it beats their plan, it saves them money and they're able to adhere and be compliant with their medications. This is what the doctors need to hear. This is what they want to hear. This is what they are after, okay? So if you can build those relationships with the doctors, Nick and I are completing our training sessions. We're going to start hosting some doctor trainings later on, and we're going to talk about that specifically on how to bust into a doctor's office and really, build a good, long-lasting relationship. And this is part of it. So if you don't have the money to do a mail out for the CleverRx cards, I would get your cards ordered, and I would definitely go out to your doctor's offices and say, hey, look, I have an opportunity for you to increase your medication compliance and increase your adherence, which will then hopefully increase your scores and increase your bottom line by getting you what you need. Okay. So this is a big strategy. I hope you guys take advantage of it. If you haven't been on the webinar, this is it. Go there, register, and learn more about the CleverRx discount card. So Elisa has a question here. The discount of CleverRx is better priced than the plan's Part D? Not all the time. The answer is not all the time, but sometimes yes. Sometimes the prescription drug card is better than the Part D program. Now keep in mind, and you're going to learn this in the webinar, you can only use one or the other. You can't use a Part D and then get a discount. Or you can't use a discount and then use a Part D. You can only use one or the other. So the pharmacy will run both and they'll say, hey, which one do you want to use? And then the member will say, okay, obviously it's better with my Part D, or it's obviously better with my discount card, okay? Now, just as a reminder, if it beats the Part D cost, okay, and the discount card is cheaper for the member to use the discount card, it does not reflect on their Part D usage, okay? So with Medicare, what happens is if they, every time they pick up a medication under their Part D, it's tracked, and you could end up in the coverage gap or the donut hole or end up in catastrophic coverage. So those things typically happen towards the mid to end of year, okay? So it's very important that you know that and you explain it to the doctor, because the doctor loves that. The less usage on the Part D, they save more money on the members. So that's a big part of it. Gail's asking, can you have more than one CleverRx account? So from the member's perspective, if they have one discount card or the other, whichever one is tied to that prescription fill is the one that will be used. So for instance, let's say that you're handing out your cards, Gail, and then I'm handing out mine. If the member uses my card for one medication, then I'll get paid for that one medication. But if they use from your side, if they use your card to fill that medication, you'll get credit for that one. On the agent side, you can only have one CleverRx account. So you can only have one. So I'm Justin. It's my social. It's tied to my social. I can only have one CleverRx account. So so that's important to know from that perspective. You can't have two accounts as an agent. It will only work for one or the other. And in your perspective, what I've done, Gail, I don't know if this might help you, but if you're using, for instance, Gel Financial Services, you can use that as your account. You can do that, and then everything kind of rolls under there. So that's how it works for me. It's just health plan markets. So there's a little help there, but they can definitely help you set it up and organize it however you want. But that's really important on how to do that. But great questions. Thank you. Okay, guys, it is 9:30. I appreciate everyone's time and attention this morning. As we normally do, go forth into the world and help as many people as you can. We do appreciate your time and attention on these calls. If you have any questions or any way that we can help you, you know where to reach us. Give us a call, 844-696-3975, or see us at joinhpm.com. Thank you, guys, and have a fantastic week, and end OEP strong. We'll see you next week.